Alright guys, that was not the opening I had in mind, but welcome to Grind 33 anyways. Today's sort of non-topic, wow, the moment I start recording, I need to cough, okay. Recording, oh my god. The moment, what? Oh crap, I repeated the wrong thing. So, yeah. Oh, there's a chicken. They're apparently also bad guys. But the chickens... Whoa! Neat. Yeah, so it's grind. It's a grind. Can I get out that way? I don't think I can get out on that side. Oh, God. So, this is the first day of the new year, 2014. And before I get into it, I ought to ask, why the hell do we have this day as our new year? There's so much more interesting days. Astrologically, astronomically, orbitalably, I don't know, cyclically, than this. This is a non-day, alright? So, why? I suppose I could probably go to Wikipedia and find out, but, you know, we've got so many better days. We got, and granted, this is somewhat arbitrary, but it could be the longest day or the shortest day, and the reason why I say that might be arbitrary is because, well, then you have to decide which. Well, or either or both for different northern and southern hemispheres. If it's the longest day up in Maine, it's the shortest day in Australia. So, you know, then you get to this point where you're like, but you just like the northern hemisphere better than the southern hemisphere. Sorry, got to pick one. It's not our fault. This is a globe. So I'm not seeing any nasty skeletons. I was hoping to see some nasty skeletons. Oh, there's one. But there's also the day of the year when the Earth is furthest away from the sun, the day of the year when it's closest to the sun. Those are also highly predictable. And while they do change over very large periods of time, so does everything else about our calendar. So, and that's why we have leap years, and leap seconds and stuff like that, excuse me, is to adjust for the fact that our timekeeping cannot be perfect, because certain cycles are actually longer or shorter than fit into our number scheme. So yeah, I mean, we could have the day when the Earth is furthest away from the sun. You mark that as your new year, and then, you know, proceed from there. From that point on, you're starting to approach the sun, and actually that's not even relevant to our climate. Despite what climate deniers might suggest, the distance we are from the sun is not a contributing factor. Wow, that was easy. Is not a contributing factor to how warm or hot our seasons are. In fact, in the northern hemisphere, where there's more land and less water, versus the southern, that is, only relative to the southern hemisphere, the climate is much less mild. It's much less controlled, and so you have hotter hots and colder colds up here in the northern hemisphere. But we are actually closer to the sun during our winter and further from the sun during our summer. So we shouldn't have hotter hots and colder colds if the solar cycle was the only major factor involved in our climate. What the real factor is ocean circulation and the amount of water available to sort of moderate temperatures. The southern hemisphere has much more of that, so they're much more moderated. Their highs and lows are much more kind. So yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw any of this, but I worked on this road quite a bit the other day. As you can see, I made a lot of stone fencing. And I made this. You'll see here. It's right on 0. I made this as a neutral zone exit point. But what I found on the other side was... Check this out. I found a cool little thing on the other side. Yeah, interesting notch and Tarnujatha. So those are the destinations. Whoa! I got all confused. Look at this. Whoa! Rubber banding. Wow, I haven't experienced that in a while. I'm on the wrong side. Okay. So... Oh, it's not visible. Come on, come on. Oh, it's dark. This. Town. I mean, it's a town. There are many towns in this game, but it was that close to a portal exit. It was pretty cool. I had to do some work here to protect the town because many of the buildings' doors were too high off the ground and nobody could get indoors. So I made these, and they kept flying off the edge, so I put in a barrier to prevent that from happening. So they're all indoors now, thankfully. I'm just inspecting while I'm here. Oh, I didn't realize that was on a sandbar. That's kind of cool. I mean, all I'm going to do this grind is hunt and talk about the new year. So this is fine. Don't mind me. Time to die. Time to die. Time to die! Some are stronger than others. Or the amount of damage I do is somewhat random. What, no magic bows for me? Come on. You guys are so mean. I forgot, I have the smite sword with me now. That's very good. Gotta eat. So, sorry, I should be talking, shouldn't I? Date aside, the thing people usually talk about in relation to New Year's is resolutions, and I have only ever had one, and I have always succeeded at keeping it, and that was not to have any. So that's really boring, you know. I don't give a crap about New Year's resolutions. I have goals, but they're not associated with years. I don't think, oh, this is the year to do something. It's just, this is the, oops. Wow, there is some serious lag going on here. At least this is in the neutral zone, so I don't have to clean it up too much. Hello. Oh, look at them all. A lot of these guys out here today. It's like it's unsafe to look around. Yeah, when I have a goal for a time. I don't give a crap about the year or anything like that. Okay. Caffeine has a jarb. A jarb. A jarb. Stupid guys! Come on. This lag is mildly inconvenient. I wonder why it's so bad this morning. Oh. Hello. It has been revealed that Forge is now available for 1.7.2. Apparently not 1.7.4, unless that was just a typo on his part. But it's still revealed, and so we have some modding work to do around here, this place, huh? Yeah, okay. Ah, look at them all. What the heck? Whoop. Yeah, now, that doesn't mean I don't have goals, and there are several things I should be doing, probably other than recording games all the time. Especially when I have no audience to speak of. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's natural. I mean, people can't just automatically know you exist. It's not their fault they're not watching me. They don't know I'm here. Oh, did I throw... Oh, good, I didn't throw my sword again. I did that one. I did that yesterday. I threw my sword, and it got picked up by the zombie I was fighting at the time, and he proceeded to kill me in one hit. It's great. But no, let's see. Let's just say then goals. I probably then should talk about, well, maybe that would be the title of the groove. But, oh, I didn't realize there's a thing under here. God, I'm going hungry. I forgot how much work hunting can be. And as you can see, I'm racking up. Ooh, I'm racking up some levels. Hello, villager. Sorry, villager. Oh, so I started. In fact, actually, Caffeine and I met around the fact that I was writing this book and wanted illustrations for the opening page of each episode within the book. It's an episode was like 5 chapters. It was a highly structured thing. That's one of the things that made it actually impossible to write after a while, was it was too structured. And I've sort of been sitting around mulling it ever since, very occasionally. And that really deserves to be one of my goals. Not a resolution, but one of my goals is to pick that back up, finish a rewrite, and then move on to sequels, which there are going to have to be sequels. There's no way around that. So that's a goal right there. Now, what the heck? Okay. Other than that, am I wearing any... Oh, only a little armor. Okay. I thought there was a undead around here. Now, I had previously lost 120 pounds, and if you want to know how it was done, it was cutting out the excess sugars. Period. I mean, there was some exercise involved, but never extreme, never really intense exercise. Just more than I had done before. But the thing that really made the difference was cutting out first. First, actually, was actually watching, starting to count calories, do the math on what it was I was eating, and I discovered, oh my god, I can't believe how much this stuff is adding up. You know, you can get used to really absurd proportions without even realizing it. And if you were a restaurant eater at all, then your idea of proportion size is absolutely mutilated. That said, the next step was, that sort of kicked it into overdrive, was realizing high fructose corn syrup is basically a drug, and which does all the most terrible things to you, including destroying your body's ability to feel satisfied with what you've just eaten. You never feel full, and you always feel like you need to eat more. And so it's only natural that if you don't think about it really intensely, you're going to go and find something else to eat. And the fact that processed sugars, the increase in processed sugars use in food, not just high fructose, though it does track very cleanly with high fructose, we've had processed sugar, sucrose, for, a couple hundred years at least. I haven't actually researched it. But, I mean, we've had cakes and stuff like that forever, so we must have had some processed sugars, or refined sugars anyways. But those are the problem, and what I found out recently was that sucrose is about 90% as bad as high fructose corn syrup, because during the when you metabolize it in your cells, they split them apart, and so the fructose is ending up free to do its damage, regardless of whether it's high fructose or not. And this is quickly turning into another topic. Shoot, what side am I on? I think this is the right side here. Okay, so, yeah, actually the point, though, is to hunt here. I hear a skeleton. Oh, just the wrong kind. Or I am. Yep, so we'll leave that topic alone. The goal then is, last year around Christmas I was given a large sum of, I see you, but I don't know how to access you. Oh. Alright, so a large sum of fudge, which is basically, 90% sugar. And that I really like the products, the sugars and stuff, but it wrecked my self-control, and I put on probably 30 years this past year. So the goal there is to take it back off again. And I've already taken off maybe 5, because I've only just started. What are the odds? 0. Okay. Yes, I want wither skulls. We are probably today going to try going after a wither for Oplek's sake. He's done the work. to find and assemble enough skulls for this project. So we're going to help them out with that. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, and is that the same guy up there? Okay. I don't suppose there's like a... No. I don't have the tools, do I? No, I don't. Okay. So, yeah, another goal would be get back into shape again. I'm not that far off, and in March, early March, we're doing some ceremonial stuff in approximation of a wedding, so it'd be nice to maybe shave another 10 off by then, which is not unreasonable at all. But what else? Start my book bag of... Oh, I have so many web development projects. Things that are actually pretty low-hanging fruit, well-defined ideas. All they need is time. That's something I should do. What else? You know, if I were forced at gunpoint to come up with resolutions, those three would probably be it, I think. And none of them are unreasonable. They might conflict a little bit with the recording. I might, you know, sometimes sometimes I struggle a little bit with what topic to have for one of these grinds. And I've managed so far, sometimes by just rambling on at random stuff. Oh, I was hoping to avoid that. Oh, jeez. And no skull. I don't think. No. But, so, you know, I could potentially do a few less of these, maybe 3 a week, and it wouldn't be the semi-daily grind, but, you know, just as it is actually, though, I'm ramping up my recording. I have finally produced a Dwarf Fortress episode, which the majority of the work was involved in figuring out the intro and extro sequences. That will be this coming Friday, so the same time as Grind 35, that will come out. Which I'll probably record Grind 35 this morning because Thursday and Friday are likely to be too busy for me to do any recording. I'm also starting up Starbound. I've recorded a short episode so far, but I have not done an intro and outro sequence yet. So that is an amount of work I got to do. So we'll make that a goal as well. All right? All right. So I don't know if this was a short episode. That's presumably okay. So hope you didn't mind. You'll come back again for number 34 and 35 and 36 and so on. And have a good one.